Do you feel betrayed by the liberal justices on the court?
Thanks for having me on, and absolutely not. My reaction foremost is that I'm glad the Supreme Court issued a decision. Americans will be voting today and tomorrow across the nation, especially in states where there's early voting, and they deserve to know whether or not Trump is an eligible candidate. But beyond that, I am disappointed in the decision. I do believe it is up to a state to decide whether to put an oath-breaking insurrectionist onto our ballots or not. The Supreme Court obviously disagrees. And of course, the state of Colorado will follow the Supreme Court's decision.
Well, in fact, it was what the Supreme Court decided was that it is not up to a state when it comes to a federal office like the presidency. It is up to Congress. What would you like to see Congress do with that information?
That's right. So the Supreme Court said Congress would have to act first to effectuate Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which disqualifies oath-breaking insurrectionists. And I think logistically, this is basically a run for office, no questions asked for federal or oath-breaking insurrectionist candidates. Because the likelihood of this Congress passing any type of law restricting oath breakers from running for federal office is highly unlikely.
Do you still believe Donald Trump is an oath-breaking insurrectionist?
I do. The United States Supreme Court did not tackle that question, and only 2 courts in the United States have looked at the question of whether Donald Trump engaged in insurrection. They both agreed that he did. And I think the bigger picture is that January 6th was just part of Trump's attempts to steal the 2020 presidential election from the American people. He incited the insurrection. He incited that violent mob onto Congress, and his attacks on our democracy have not stopped. And I think just looking at some of the recent statements and news, MAGA extremists are already trying to sow doubt about 2024.
Well, and as we look to voting in 2024, of course, it will be happening in your state tomorrow. And Donald Trump, because of the Supreme Court, will be appearing on the ballot. What kind of turnout are you expecting in the Republican primary tomorrow?
Colorado is considered the nation's gold standard for our elections, both in terms of access and security, in part because we send a mail ballot to every active voter, and we also have early voting. So actually, ballots went out the week of February 12th, and Coloradans have already been voting. In the Republican primary, as of last night, over 500,000 ballots were already processed. We're expecting a pretty big uptick in voting today and then tomorrow. And ultimately, it's just so important for Coloradans and all Americans to make their voices heard in these crucial presidential primaries.
And to be clear, Secretary, Donald Trump was on that ballot, right? You're not reprinting ballots tonight. All the candidates will, in fact, be on that ballot tomorrow.
That's exactly right. And it would be logistically impossible to print ballots so quickly. So he is on the ballot because even though the Colorado Supreme Court said he was disqualified, they said to put him on the ballot as long as there was an active appeal to the United States Supreme Court. So he has been on the ballot this entire time, and Coloradans will be able to vote for him.